Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are doing a flashback draft on Magic Arena for Ravnica Allegiance, which is actually not a format I have played before, so I think it'll be interesting to see how I handle a quote-unquote new format. But you know, I do enjoy that they have these flashback drafts on Arena. I like when they have sets that I know, but you know, we're here. We're out here trying some new things, taking a little break from Final Fantasy and Vintage Cube and all that good stuff. Standard right now is very interesting, but anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right in. No idea what I'm doing. We're gonna learn together. All the cards. Okay, what do we got? Oh my god. Hydroid Crisis Pack 1 Pick 1. Okay. Yeah, so obviously I know that card's really good. I know Growth Spiral's really good, so draft's easy. Okay, well let's look at what else is in the pack, because like I think this is pretty obviously gonna be the Pack 1 Pick 1, but Gateway Sneak. Whenever a gate you could, oh yeah, so it's all about gates, right? Whenever a gate you control enters, can't be blocked, and whenever, okay, so it's that kind of thing. Bankrupt in Blood, 1 in a black, sack 2 creatures. Oh, draw 3 cards. That sounds kind of bad. Gates Ablaze. Oh, okay. So this, right, I think I've heard of this one before. This is kind of like the reason to be in the Gates deck, right? Where it's like, it's a field wipe for the number of gates you control. So it's probably important. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever another creature enters, you gain a life. 2 mana, exile a creature you control, then return it. Gates first strike until end turn. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Chillbringer, 5 mana, flash, or flying, tap a creature, stun. And, yeah, there's other cards in there too. But yeah, obviously Hydra. Okay, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty easy when you draft on easy mode and you just take the blue-green bomb into your blue-green uncommon. What is this? 4 mana, 4/4, adapt 1. I know what adapt is because I'm on Horizons 3. God. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on it, tap a creature and then stun it, basically. Okay. So, this is pretty good. And then what is this? 5 mana instant. Clear the stage. 5 mana instant. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. And if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may... oh, okay. You can reanimate something. All right. Oh, to the hand. Okay. Incubation and incongruity. So, either blue-green source or blue-green hybrid sorcery, look at the top 5, get a creature. Okay, just creature, that's kind of bad. Or instant exile a creature, and then they make a 3/3. That also seems, it's like 2 bad cards stapled together. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, that guy again. Got Gates, we got Mammoth Spider, and this thing, 4 mana, 3/4 vanilla. Oh man. Okay. Now we actually get to make real choices. So we have Nikia of the Old Ways. 5 mana, 5/5. You can't cast non-creature spells. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced. Okay. Well, so far we only have creatures. I mean, we could be like some Temur creature deck. 2 mana, 2, or Hana Wayfinder. 2 mana, 2/1. When this enters, look at the top 4. You may reveal a creature or land from among them and put it on top of your library. Okay, and then let's see. This is a 5 mana 5/5 with adapt 2, and the creatures. Okay, creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has trample. I'm kind of interested in that. Clear the Mind. I think I've heard like this did things. Like this is an actual real deck you can play, like a control deck. Target player shuffles their library into their graveyard into the library and then draw a card. I mean, let's see how good the fixing is. Let's try this Nikia of the Old Way and just see if we can be like Temur stuff. Okay, maybe not. But that's alright. We have a Windstorm Drake, 5 mana 3/3 flyer. Other creature you control with flying get +1/+0. Okay, that would make sense with the Hydroid Crisis, because that is flying. This is a 6 mana biogenic upgrade. Distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures. Then double the number of +1/+1 counters on each of those creatures. Okay, but for 6 mana, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Fairy Duelist, 2 mana, 1/2 flash flyer. Oh, it's one of these things. That could be fine. We've got Steeple Creeper, 3 mana, 4/2, 3 in a blue, gains flying until end of turn. All right, it's a little filler. 2 mana, instant, Root Snare, prevent all combat damage will be dealt this turn. Scuttle Gator, 6 mana, 6/6 with Defender, And adapt 3 for 8 mana. As long as this creature has a +1/+1 counter, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. All right, I think I'm interested in like the Fairy Duelist just to have something cheap here. And then, well, we might as well just take more exciting, you know, blue-green uncommons. I don't even need to read it. No, I'll read it. 5 mana, Galloping Lizrog, Frog Lizard. Makes sense. 5 mana, 3/3, trample. Okay, bad stats. When this creature enters, you may remove any number of +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control. If you do, put twice that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. I don't know if I'm actually interested in that. This, oh, wait a minute. 4 mana, 2/3, adapt 2 for 6. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has flying? Huh. That's just better, no? There's also Open the Gate, search your library for a basic land card or gate card, reveal it, put into your hand, that shuffle. So that'd be a good way to splash, but maybe we could take one of those later. There's also a red-green gate, so yeah. All right, the Skatewind Spy seems pretty cool. All right, what else we got? We got Bullrat Clan Crusher, 5 mana, 4/4, and Gruul. And tap, remove a counter from among a creature you control, and this deals 2 damage to any target. Okay, it's not bad. There's Titanic Brawl. Costs 1 less to cast if it targets a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter, and it target a creature you control fights. Okay, so it's a 1 mana fight at instant speed if you target a thing with a counter on it. I think that is probably worth taking. Axebane Beast, 4 mana, 3/4, vanilla. Arrester's Admonition, 3 mana, instant. Return a creature to its owner's hand. But if you cast this during your main phase, you draw a card. Oh, ooh, wait. I'm going to stick with the Satanic Brawl, but I do like that Arrester's guy as well. Okay, what's this? Gateway Plaza, tapped, second. Okay. Second lets you play 1, and then it's add 1 mana of any color. Blue, green, instant. Applied Biomancy, instant. Choose one or both. Target creature is +1/+1 until end turn. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Ooh. That actually seems pretty cool, because you can set up some, it seems like you could set up some pretty cool combat scenarios with this card. There's also Sphinx's Insight, 2 white, blue, instant, draw 2. But if you cast it during your main phase, you gain 2 life. Okay, it seems solid. There's a 5 mana, 2/5 hexproof Humongulous, which is interesting. The Implied Biomancy is going to be fine here. Okay. Gate that doesn't help us. Skitter Eel, 4 mana, 3/3 with adapt 2 for 3, so it's not great. Code of Constraint. Target creature is -4/-0 until end turn, draw a card. Okay. And if you cast a spell during your main phase, tap it and stun it, basically. Sure. That sounds not bad. Sagittars Volley. Instant. Destroy target creature with flying, deals 1 damage to each creature with flying. So it's like that one Thundermaw Hellkite thing, sort of. All right, I want to take the Code of Constraint here. Seems fine. Let's see. Is this the wheel? Yes. There's Aeromunculus. 3 mana, 2/3 with flying, and 4 mana to adapt 1. This one I'm a little bit more interested, just because the baseline is not completely terrible. It's like a 3 mana, 2/3 flyer is probably solid. There's also Quench. Counter target spell and control pays 2. No questions asked, except for the 2 mana. Chillbringer. Oh yeah, 5 mana, 3/3 flyer that taps and stuns something. How are we doing on the curve? I think we could take the 3 drop here. Hey, Persistent Petitioners. We can mill them. No, that's okay. What is a Senate Courier? 3 mana, 1/4 flyer. 1 and a white gains Vigi. No. 4 mana, 3/4 vanilla. No. 5 mana, 3/5 reach. Not really interested in any of these cards. I guess we'll take the uncommon. Okay, Steeple Creeper. Like I said, it's probably a fine filler card, so we'll go ahead and take that. And now we get either the Scuttlegator or the Windstorm Drake. How many flyers do we have? We have Skatewing Spy. Actually, this seems like a fine card to play, because we have the Skatewind Spy to give other things flying. Aeromunculus and Hydrocrasis already have flying. Fairy Duelist has flying. So yeah, actually, Windstorm Drake seems pretty good here. All right. Oh, we got to open the gates on the wheel to help splash this Nakia. Although, well, we only have 3 non-creatures, so it might not be, might not be terrible. Wait, is this even good? Wait, this isn't even that good, is it? Just a 5 mana 5/5 vanilla with a downside, except it like help. Okay, I guess the mana ramp is somewhat intriguing with all these adapts. Maybe we can build around it. I don't know. Okay, well, there's a blue rare with adapt, so it's probably fine. What is this? Adapt 1. Benthic Biomancer. 1 mana, 1. Oh, doesn't this say... I thought this was like a modern Merfolk card sometimes. 1 mana, 1/1. Adapt 1 for 2 mana. Whenever one or more counters are put on this creature, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, that's solid. Wall of Lost Thoughts. 2 mana, 0/4 Defender. When it enters, target player mills 4 cards. So there's some kind of mill sub thing going on here. Oh, what's this? Acrobat. 1 and Rakdos for a 2/3 with Spectacle Black Red. So, yeah, if an opponent lost life, you could cast for cheaper. Black against Death Touch. Red, it gets +2/-2 until a turn. Okay, solid. Coral Commando. 3 mana, 3/2 vanilla. Slimebind. 2 mana flash enchantment. Gives a -4/-0. Gift of Strength. +3/+3 reach. And then a Simic Guildgate. I think I'm just going to take the rare here. Seems solid. Ooh, another rare. What is this? Oh, yeah, Incubation Druid. So, yep, we know what this does. I mean, it's a pretty good card, and it can help ramp into a nice big Hydra Crassus, or just, you know, get the Shark to crowd down and adapt, like these, because we have a lot of mana sinks in the deck, so I can imagine this being good. Oh, yeah, Ray, this set has, like, the XXYY cards. So this one seems really good. 4 mana, 3/2. It's like, what's that one card? The snake thingy that, like, it's basically this, except it's like 1 green, blue, and it's a 2/2. That old card. You know that one. It's like that. So it's a 4 mana, 3/2 with flash. When it enters, you may counter target spell. Okay. So, I mean, it's a very restrictive mana cost, so I feel like we could wheel it potentially if no one else is in Simic. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Incubation Druid here. Ooh, Judith. I love Judith. You know what was printed uncommon recently? It's crazy. What else we got? Prying Eyes. 6 mana instant. Draw 4, discard 2. Alright, I mean, it's pretty expensive, but some real card advantage. So another Senate Courier, Mammoth Spider, Sagittarius Volley. Honestly, I'm not feeling this Nikia. Rubble Belt Runner. 3 mana and Gruul for a 3/3. Can't be blocked by creature tokens. Makes sense. There's a decent amount of tokens, especially, I assume, in, like, Selesnya is a thing in this, right? I don't know. Knight of Sorrows. This is Orzhov. 5 mana, 3/3 that can block 2 creatures. The art makes it look bigger than a 3/3. What if it was like a 3/5? You know? Anyway, Prying Eyes seems reasonable here. What else we got? We could take another Aeromonculus. Oh, 10th Street Dodger. I remember this guy. 1 mana, 1/1 haste. And then this creature, and then you pay red, and it can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender. So there's some, like, Defenders running around, I guess, but not too many. Cult Guildmage, little Jace Puppet guy, black-red for a 2/2. You can pay 4 mana and tap. I like the Guildmages. And then target player discards a card, activate only as a sorcery, or you can pay red and tap, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. So that's just nice, it kind of sits there and just deals damage, or it enables your Spectacle stuff. There's a Skewer the Critics. So Rakdos, I think, would be fun. But yeah, let's take Aeromonculus. And then we have another Skatewing Spy. We have the Galloping Lizrog, which now maybe I'm a little bit more interested in that, because we already have plenty of cards with counters. And, you know, this thing has trample, so it can become rather large. And then what is this? Territorial Boar. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever a creature with power 4 greater enters, it gets +1/+1 against Vigi. And then Sylvan Brushstrider is a 3 mana, 3/2, but when it enters, you gain 2. Didn't we have something like this in M21? Can't remember what that was. But anyway, let's go ahead and take the Galloping Lizrog here. And now I see nothing. Smeltward Ignis. 2 mana, 2/1. 2 in a red, sack it, gain control. Okay, that actually does not seem that great. 2 mana, 3/1 vanilla. Cool art. It's a cat. Simic Locket. I don't know how good the lockets are. 3 mana, Mana Rock, but then you can pay 4 mana, tap, sack it, draw 2. I mean, we'll take it. I don't know if we want to play the 3 mana do nothing. Ooh, Growth Spiral. Nice. There's another Skatewing Spy, which I think would be pretty good too. But I mean, Growth Spiral seems excellent, especially because, like I said, the Simic color pair seems to have a ton of. I mean, just look, we have the Hydra Crisis, which we could play for 1,000,000. Then we have all these cards that reward you for having extra mana lying around so you can adapt them. So I think it would make sense to take a little bit of. And it's card draw as well. So yeah, definitely a good card. It was pretty broken in standard, I think. Simic Flash decks. I remember that. Okay, Rumbling Ruin. 6 mana, 6/6. When it enters, count the number of counters on creatures you control. Creatures your opponent's control power less than or equal to that number can't block. That's actually kind of neat. So I guess we take the Territorial Boar as or wait, actually no, Stony Strength. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control and untap it. Well, that's gonna go great with these cards that reward you for putting +1/+1 counters on them. I mean, obviously you have Adapt, but you know you can use this on your Incubation Druid and then immediately tap for 3 mana. Wait, that's kind of broken. Hold on a second. Yeah, I was wondering if there was just like a card that puts a counter on something. I wasn't seeing that. All right, I don't think there's anything really here for me, so I guess I'll take the uncommon. Oh, okay. Okay, we wield the Skatewing Spy, which seems pretty good, and we'll take that. What else we got? 3 mana Hazda Officer. 3 mana 3/2 when it enters target creature control. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, solid aggressive card. All right, we'll just take this. And there was a 2 mana 2/1 Scry too, but this seems better. Okay. Hey, Burn Bright. I remember that from M21. And then I guess we take another Steeple Creeper here. Coral Commando, I don't think we're that interested in because we literally already have 3 mana. We already have a better card with an ability. So, like, why would we play a 3 mana 3/2, you know? All right. Another Prying Eyes. I think maybe I'm a little bit more interested in the Brush Strider. Okay, probably nothing here. Okay, last pick. Ooh, Tithe Taker. I like Tithe Taker. So, for us, Syndicate Guild Mage. Where's the Simic Guild Gauge? Okay, or Guild Mage, sorry. 2 Guild Mages. Scrabbling Claws. 1 mana, tap, target player exiles a card from their graveyard. 1, sack it, exile target card from a graveyard and draw a card. Okay, so it's like bad graveyard hate. I think I want to play one of these Arrester's Admonitions. You can use it, probably better to use obviously at like sorcery speed. Technically it's, well, I mean, main phase, but it's pretty much sorcery speed. But then you also get to draw, and you can also use it as like an instant speed bounce spell if you want to, like, you know, pass the turn, bounce your thing, attack and win. So I could see that. Ooh, Simic Ascendancy. I mean, it's probably good. Hey, Wilderness Reclamation. That was broken, right? Okay. And there's a Growth Spiral too. Nice. All right, what does this do? Blue-green enchantment. 1 and Simic. Put a counter on target creature control. That already sounds broken. I would play that card. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on a creature you control, put that many growth counters on this enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this enchantment has 20 or more growth, okay, you win the game. That's probably not happening. I feel like this effect is just good though, based on what I'm seeing from the set. So we're just gonna take that. I could see maybe that not being quite good enough, and you'd rather have another Growth Spiral, but man, we're out here trying stuff. Okay, instant. Creatures you control get +0/+5 and gain reach until end of turn. That is very interesting. Okay, there's another Galloping Lizrog. There's another Aeromonculus, and that's kind of it. Maybe we could try another Galloping Lizrog, sure. Okay, there's a Wilderness Wreck. There's Ceruli carried one of these things where you could tap it and an untapped creature control to add a mana. I don't know if we need that. I feel like we're doing okay enough. We just take a Simic Guildgate. Wilderness Reclamation is actually kind of interesting. So at the beginning of your end step, untap all lands you control. So that would be good with all these adapt cards. I feel like we can wheel one of these. Let's just go ahead and take the fixing for now. Ooh, Hallowed Fountain. Okay. So what do we have here? This is the one that gives the stuff trample. All right. I think that seems good too. You could play it over one of the Lizrogs, because, like, this is already, like, a 5-mana 5/5. It just seems better than that. Maybe we don't need Prying Eyes? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alright. I'm just going to cut the Simic Locket, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and take... Oh, what's this? This is a 2-mana 2/2 with Adapt 4 for 6 mana. That's interesting. Let's take the Troll guy. And then I think nothing here. What's this? Shimmer of Possibility. 2 mana, look at 4 cards, put 1 into hand, and the rest on the bottom. Not great. So it's a sorcery speed impulse. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. Well, 4 cards is a lot, I will say. I don't think we need that. Ooh, another rare. So Biomancer's familiar. Oh, look, and there's this guy too. Oh, 3 mana. Okay, what's the rare? So 2 mana 2/2, activate ability as a creature control, costs 2 less to activate. Okay, and then can't reduce to less than 1. The next time target creature adapts its turn. Ooh, that seems really good. I also like this one too, the Gyre Engineer, just a 3 mana 1/1, but you tap to add green blue. Seems good as well. There's a lot of, well, it makes sense. These guild sets have a lot of multicolored cards. All right, I guess we take the hybrid. I don't think we want that. Okay, is this the wheel? Yeah, so let's just take the uncommon, whatever. And then, okay, we did, whoa, we wheeled like everything. Okay, how good is Wilderness Reclamation? Actually, so, I mean, we're going to have all of these, like, things to do with our mana, but it's probably just better on average to take a Growth Spiral, I think. Maybe I'm just underestimating how broken that is, but it doesn't seem like you have too much to do at instant speed. Okay, I don't think I'm going to play the Caretaker. What's this? Macabre Mockery. 4 mana instant Rakdos. Put target creature card from opponent's graveyard under the battlefield under your control. Gets +2/+7 haste until end of turn. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, that seems cool. And then, I don't know, some red cards and another Simic Locket, but I don't think we're playing that. Okay. Cool. Deck seems pretty good. So, Titanic Brawl, I think I like. We don't need the Open the Gates because we're not splashing. I think it's a little weak. Fairy Duelist might be not really what we want to be doing here. How are we doing on? Yeah, creatures and non-creatures, we're doing okay. So it could be nice to have a cheap creature, but we already have lots of things to do on turn 2. Like Growth Spire. Yeah, so maybe we could just cut the Fairy Duelist. The Steeple Creeper's kind of whatever, but at least... Oh, I get it. So it's also like a Power 4 or greater enabler card. So that seems fine. Brush Strider seems okay. I mean, that's also kind of filler. All these other cards seem pretty solid. The Fairy Duelist does get buffed by the Windstorm Drake, but the Drake's already buffing the... Well, it's a great combo with the Skatewing Spy, so anything we have a +1/+1 counter on is flying. So yeah, maybe we don't need the Fairy Duelist. I think we have better stuff that we can be doing. And, I mean, I know we're leaving this Glizrog in the sideboard. I'm not super convinced, because you have to, like, take away from your other board presence and then put all of your eggs in this Glizrog. And we already have one. It seems like it gets worse in multiples. I don't know. This seems fairly... This feels like a fairly strong deck. Obviously, Hydroid Krasis, and we got the Simic Ascendancy, and we got all these blue-green rares, and all this great stuff. Growth Spirals. Yeah, the deck looks pretty sweet. So, yeah, and I think we're pretty even right on the blue and green, so the mana base looks good. So, yeah, I will see you for the games. All right, we're playing against Koff J, and our hand looks pretty good, so we will keep... I mean, it's got 2 rares. It's pretty good. Oh, it's got 3 rares. All right, let's play Benthic Biomancer, turn 1. And then next turn, I assume we'll play the Incubation Druid and go from there. Okay, they're going to go Shimmer Possibility. So, wow, Sorcery Speed's so bad. Oh, Growth Spiral. Ooh, that seems good too. All right, let's attack for 1 always. Now, we probably just want to hold up the Growth Spiral, I think, and then go from there. Because more mana, more better, right? Okay, open the gates. And seize the day. No, they're probably going to like search for a island or something. Oh, wow. Okay, so they seem to be doing the gates thing. Another Shimmer possibility. Okay, so now I'm actually a little worried because it seems like my opponent is going to be trying to do some broken things. We need to try to stop that. Okay, let's just play out. I like starting our games out with double rares. That seems good. So I think maybe if the game goes long enough, we actually can win with Simic Ascendancy. It just seems like a good like the whole last paragraph seems like a little bit of the last sentence rather seems like a little bit of flavor text, but I mean just a thing that puts counters. Ooh, Guardian Project. That's a commander card or something. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs 2. So let's see. We can adapt 3, and then it can add 3 mana. So of any one color that a land you control could produce. So we have that, or we could do Skatewing Spy plus Benthic Biomancer. I think I like this a little bit better because it sets me up for future turns a little bit more. So yeah, let's play this land, activate, trigger this. Now we can just attack for 4. Now next turn we'll have a nice explosive turn, I would hope. This is not the one that gives me extra adaptation, right? Adaptability. But it's that little alien looking dude. Clear the mind. Okay. So I feel like I'm just killing them. I don't know. Hydra Crisis. Woof. All right, let's do that. Oh, does this trigger this? Oh, I think it does. Wait. Because it enters with X counters. I think that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hell yeah, brother. Let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do for 7. And I can draw 3 cards. Epic. Ooh, it does trigger. Ooh, it's already at 10? Wait a second. Wait, whoa. Can we just win next turn? Wait, at the beginning of your upkeep. Hold on a second. We with the Galloping Lizrog. Hold on. Gate Colossus. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Can we just win? This is crazy. Okay, hold on a sec. What do we want to do here? So I mean, I could just like tap this. We could just like win the normal way, like, boring, but I mean, we could win with Simic Ascendancy. How epic is that? But like, so you may remove any number of +1/+1 counters if you do put twice that many counters on this. Okay, that sounds actually like a horrible idea. Like, it'd be really funny. Wait, no. How can they deal with the Simic Ascendancy? This is crazy. Hold on a sec. Because at 10, you could put like 20 counters on this thing? Or actually, you don't even have to do that. You could just like, you could just put like, what? You could just remove 5 counters. Wait a sec. That's crazy. That's insane. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. So let's tap that, draw a card. 1, 2, 3. And then play this land. Actually, hold on. Let's attack for this much. And then what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't played a land yet this turn. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Put the counter on it. Oh, I get it. And then you can like adapt again, which is pretty neat. All right, let's get rid of the Steeple Creeper, I guess. And then go to the damage. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just won that turn, but like this is way funnier, So now we can just remove like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters. Put 10 counters on it. Now we just get to win with Simic Ascendancy. Like, I know. We could have won the normal way. But like, that's boring, right? Now we get to win with Simic Ascendancy. We get to win with an alternate win con in our first game of a quote-unquote new format. Is it BM that I didn't kill my opponent when I had lethal on board? Yes, but did we have more fun? Absolutely. Also, wait, now that I think about it, this can only... Yeah, I think the mana needed for the Simic Ascendancy was being provided by Incubation Druid, so in actuality, maybe I didn't have lethal. So this is crazy. So they have to deal with the Galloping Lizrog now. I can see the power of this, by the way, because now we can reset these and we can just like adapt them again and get more counters and do all that fun stuff. They have to deal with that, and if they deal with my board, they just die to the Simic Ascendancy. I think my opponent has salt roped me. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure they just they put the computer away, or they put their phone away, and they're just roping me. That is hilarious. All right, we'll come back when their avatar is blown up. And we win with Civic Ascendancy. Oh my god. All right, you know what? We could go like we could go like 0-3 the rest. I don't care. That was amazing. All right, on to the next game. All right, we're playing as Shadow Spawn 5-4-3-2-1, and our hand looks a little land light, but it has Incubation Druid, so we're going to keep. And yeah, any land and we're fine. Oh look, a land, so we're fine. And oh yeah, I forgot that for flashback drafts, it just takes you to like any background. So, I mean, I remember this background from Crimson Vow. A little bit of an underrated set, in my opinion. All right, what is this? Immolation Shaman. 2 mana, 1... okay, it's a rare, so, you know, watch out. But I also played a rare, so I like, who's really on top here? Okay, well, what is this? 2 mana, 1/3 Lizard Shaman. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land that isn't a mana ability, this creature deals 1 damage to that player. 5 mana, this creature gets +3/+3 and gains Menace until end of turn. Okay, seems pretty good. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and play the, let's see, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn we're gonna activate it. It could make a little bit more sense to get the Aeromonculus down as a flying body. They also could have like a counter spell. So maybe the Steeple Creeper. No, you know what? Aeromonculus I think makes a little bit more sense here. And then next turn we can play out we could play out Windstorm Drake and smack him for 3. All right, what is this? Gruul Beastmaster. So Riot. I remember Riot. So yeah, either +1/+1 counter or haste. Whenever it attacks, another target creature control gets +X/+O, where X is the creature's power. Okay, not bad. So now we can adapt either of our creatures. We could also like put this back in hand. I feel like we want to try to... oh, we can hold this back on blocks and make it a 3/5. All right. Let's attack for 2 in the air. So yeah, this is going to work out pretty well because now we can effectively make it so they can't really attack with the Beastmaster, because then we could just block, and then the Druid... wait, let's see. Target creature control gets +2/+2, and then it fights. So this would be 5/5, and only adapts 1. So we could give this thing -4/-0 until end of turn, and draw a card. That seems pretty good. We're taking a turn off from adapting this though. So is that worth it? Right, this becomes 1, like a 1/5, and then we can like block. So that would hold them back a turn. Next turn we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, activate, and then play. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we're gonna go ahead and save our creature, and then that's gonna get +2/+2, and then they're gonna fight, and then they're gonna bounce off each other. And now they could attack me for... no? Okay. All right. So I think that actually worked out fairly well. So now what we can do is we can activate the Incubation Druid, They are going to ping me for 1, but that's okay. Now we can use that to cast the Steeple Creeper so we don't lose that much tempo, and then we just get to smack him in the air for 2 again. So now the Steeple Creeper will offer a decent block against the Beastmaster. They do get to hit me for a little bit. Okay, so 3 mana 2/1 with Riot, and they're giving it haste. So whenever the creature attacks, you may discard a card if you draw a card. All right, so they're keeping their Immolation Shaman around. Okay, so they give it a fairly sizable buff, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and block the Steeple Creeper here, because that's the one giving them value. And now we just get to untap and kind of go nuts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So we have enough to Windstorm Drake plus adapt, or we could go Trollbred Guardian, and then we could adapt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we could do that too. Give like stuff trample. Because this is only adapting for 1. I mean, this thing becomes a 7/7 trampler. I think that makes a little bit more sense. We actually don't even have to do it. Like, we could just play this, attack them for 5? Like, they're only hitting me for, at max, like 4, 5, 6? Wait, they can't even do that. Well, they can. It gives menace. But I don't know. I think we just smack them. I like turning the corner. Just worst case scenario, right? If they pay 5 mana into this thing and they smack me for 4, like, what? I don't care. They're not going to do that. They have to kill the Trollbred Guardian. It's huge. 5 mana 5/5 is just a solid body, and then it becomes a 7/7 trampler. So now the question is, do I want to block this thing? So I'm trying to think of the benefit. What did they discard? Gravel Hype. They've discarded 2 of these things. Creature gets +2/+2. Okay, that's pretty solid. I remember seeing a few +3/+3 tricks. I mean, with 4 mana, I don't think I want to risk the Trollbred Guardian dying here. I would rather just take the 2. Because, I mean, we're still at a relatively healthy life total. I mean, we're going to take a couple points from the Shaman. But it's going to become, what, a 4/6? Okay, what's this? 4 mana, 3/3 with Riot and Trample. Okay. So, like, I just killed them, pretty much, effectively. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, they're, like, dead on board. Well, no, they're not. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's close. It's very close. Oh, wait. 4, 5, 6. I can force them to block. And then... yeah, we have to do things that kind of like, quote unquote, all face up or whatever. But I mean, this seems really solid. We just go Windstorm Drake. This gets a power boost. Now we go to the combats. Each creature you control with it adapts to 7/+3. Why did I think it was more? Oh, no. I know. Well, 3, 4, 5. Shoot, that's not quite as good as I thought it would be. It's not lethal. So, yeah, why did I think in my head it was going to be 11 total damage? Because if I activate the Trollbred Guardian, then... okay, well, I'm going to activate the Trollbred Guardian now. I still have a blocker, so I don't think I'm going to die. Okay, they go to 4, so they're effectively dead next turn. They have to kill me. They would have to spend 6 mana in this thing to turn it into a 7/4. Here, I will not take the risk, I think, because, I mean, I don't really know what's in this format, but maybe there's some kind of combo of cards that could kill me if we allow ourselves to go to 9. Okay, and we just win. I like that too. I like winning. All right, I mean, this deck seems really good. All right, I'll see you for the next game. All right, we're playing against Razzle-Flavin, Dauntless Drafter. Yeah, it looks fine. A little expensive, but we do have the Code of Constraint. which can, it's not like a bounce spell, but it does things. Okay, well, you know, we're not, ooh, we could play the 0/0 Hydroid Crisis. They'll never see it coming. So next turn, I mean, I hope they play some kind of creature. They're going to turn this into a 3/3. Ooh, Shark to Crab. That's going to be a good follow-up. So, yeah, we have nothing else to do, so let's just go ahead and buy ourselves a turn here. Next turn, we can just slam the Shark to Crab, and then that will check the Zerta Goblin. This seems pretty solid. These are 2 mana 3/3 or 2 mana 2/2 with haste. What's this? 2 mana 2/2. Okay, well, seems like a great time to slam a Shark to Crab. And it's just a 4/4. So now we can tap their stuff down or something like that. Doesn't seem like they have great attacks currently, but there are a lot of, I did see a lot of red and green combat tricks. So this could also be some sort of that +2/+2 and fight spell would be really devastating here, because then I would take 7 and then I'm like really behind on the tempo. Okay, I'm just gonna attack with both. So I mean, I know they have the +3/+3 trick, so that it doesn't matter what I block, so I might as well just make them use something. Could be like a damage-based spell. +3/-3. Whoa, okay, that's totally fine. Gives it +3/-3. Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, let's just go ahead and play the Trollbred Guardian. Just they had to use, they basically 2-for-1 themselves, and then I get to slam a 5/5, and yeah, I just kind of, ooh, I'm gonna get greedy. 5. Let's go to combat, attack. I don't know if there's a deal 5. Let's find out. I guess not. Great. And then let's play Incubation Druid. So they get a free attack with me, but it's literally just a bear. Well, it's actually a cat, but it is a 2 mana 2/2 with, you know, flavor text. So I'm not feeling too bad right now. Ooh, Gatebreaker Ram. This card is really sick. I remember maybe I have drafted this format like once before, or was it in a cube, or no, not cube, but like there was something with the towns, whatever. Anyway, it's a 4/4. 3 mana 4/4 Vigi Trample. It's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just go ahead and play a land for turn, and then go to combat, attack for 7, and then they don't block. And then how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, this card is so broken. So we do this, and then we have enough mana to slam a Windstorm Drake next turn. And then the opponent's like, oh man, well, their board presence is great, but they only have like 2 cards in hand. We're gonna slam a couple removal spells, and then they're gonna be sad. However, we're gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're about to play a 9/9 Hydroid Crisis. Oh, Sphinx of the Guild Pact. You think you're hot stuff? Okay, it's hexproof from monocolored, so it's not protection, so I can still like attack. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see. Target creature control fights. Yeah, so you can't even target this. So we could just attack with the Trollbred Guardian, and then they like do some blocking. I could like attack with, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack with both. No, wait a minute. Let's not be dumb. Can we just like win? If we just like have the Trollbred Guardian fight the Gatebreaker Ram, and then they're forced to double block and take 3, and then I slam a Hydroid Crisis, yeah, that seems freaking awesome. Do this. Well, bam. And then, yeah, they don't even have good blocks. So yeah, we just do this. If I attack with all, technically they're still dead because they block here and then they block here, so it's not quite dead. So I'd rather just, I don't know, I would rather just play a big Hydroid Crisis. Like, it's not like, don't even worry about it, you know. Okay, they go to 1 here, and then we 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, cancel. Play the land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we play this. For 8, we draw 4 cards. We gain 4 life. This game is awesome. Opponent's thingy is gonna explode, and we're gonna go on to the next game. That is a 2-mana 2/2. It was a good game. This deck is completely insane. On to the next game. All right, we're playing against Counting Corvids. We're on the play, and we have Biomancer's Familiar into Aeromonculus, which seems fine. A little land heavy, but we should be okay. So this will, of course, allow us to adapt multiple times. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Biomancer's Familiar down. It also makes our thingies cost cheaper, so then Aeromonculus can cost 2. What's this? Fireblade Artist. So haste, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sack a creature. When you do, it deals 2 damage to target opponent. All right? Seems like a pretty aggressive card. I would rather not block. I think we'll be okay. We can also use the Stony Strength eventually. Ooh, Incubation Druid. So now it's kind of interesting. I think... Oh, wait a minute. Broken. The combos. And then we attack, and then opponent's like, I don't know, what am I going to do? And then, wow, I get to attack for free? Amazing. So I could eat it with the Biomancer's Familiar, but I'd rather just, like, get 3 mana. I could bounce off of this thing because it'd become a 1/3, but I don't want to risk the Incubation Druid dying. I would rather them just like play something out. And see, they have a land drop even? Skewer the Critics. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, you can do your 3 damage there. Well, I'm really glad I didn't use my Stony Strength. Although I guess they wouldn't have been able to. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. That's right. So that is generally an incentive to not let the. Hold on. Let's do this first. That seems like a general incentive to not let the opponent like hit me. Okay. Lesson learned. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could start with a Growth Spiral and then play the land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do this and adapt. Let's do against Death Touch. It's kind of annoying. Let's play out the Windstorm Drake. All right. Well, opponent's deck seems pretty solid, although we definitely should not have let the Fireblade Artist hit us. That was kind of unfortunate there, because then they got like way too much value. Here, I mean, we can basically trade. I think that's okay. Yeah, well, let's trade, because they can't increase the toughness here. So they're just going to give it Death Touch, and then they die. Yeah, that's okay. We're still left with, what's this? Oh, geez. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play lands and cast spells from among cards, exile with this enchantment. And then you can pay 4 mana to deal a damage to an opponent. Okay. So we'll do this, and then I guess we'll pass. So they exile a Burning Tree Vandal. So we're stable now, at least for a little bit. The Aeromonculus is going to become a 3/4, which is a pretty relevant body. Okay. So they're going to hit me. Oh, they get to hit me and then play the Theater of Horrors. That's pretty solid. But oh, I thought this was 2 mana. Bankrupt and oh no! They sacked my creature. Oh god. All right. Well, yikes. It's kind of interesting how they don't have oh no, haste creature. Jeez. Wow, their deck is very strong. Okay, Benthic Biomancer. It's kind of interesting how they don't constantly have priority up, because technically you can use adaptabilities. Ooh, well, I think I'll keep my Hydra Krasis there. Because technically you can activate adaptabilities even when the creature already has a counter on it. It just doesn't like do anything. So yeah. Okay, Rafter Demon. No! Wait, does this make me discard? No! My Hydrocrisis. Oh, that's devastating. Wow. Alright. You got me, opponent. You got me. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, man. This game sucks. Alright, let's block here. Yikes. Sure. This has flying. All right, I'm not gonna attack this time. What is this? Stop playing things. When another creature enters, you may sack another creature. If you do, put 2 counters on this creature, then scry 2. Jeez, Spear Spewer plus Theater of Horrors is a really nice combo. Okay, I mean, this comes with 4/5. I guess we take it. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, we just basically don't have anything. Now they just have a 5/5, so now that 4/5 doesn't really do anything against their board state. Oh my goodness, they keep playing cards. All right, we're dead. What is this? Whenever this creature attacks, you may sack another creature. If you wow, there's a lot of sacrifice outlets in this format. All right, opponent's deck was awesome. That was great. Not for me, but like good for them. All right, well, on to the next game. All right, we're playing against How Evil, and our hand looks fine, so we'll keep. We're on the play as well. Oh, I remember this map from Ikoria. That's the first set I came back to the game with. Nostalgic. I remember all the little thingies you could. Okay. Anyway, we're getting hung up. We got games to play. Okay, now we can click this until the crystal comes. So anyway, yeah, we're obviously growth spiraling. Okay, Imprisoned Orator. All right, growth spiral, and then we draw land, and then we play this. Does this any creature? No. All right. So we do that, and then we do that, and play this. Play the Homunculus. Pass turn. Ooh, and we can make the little guy come out of here. Yeah, exciting. Orzhov Locket. Sure. Okay. Go to my turn. We'll just save this for... Ooh, Shark to Crab. All right, we'll play Shark to Crab. Now we can hold up the Stony Strength in order to tap down the whatever opponent plays. So yeah, it seems like we're in a great position here. I guess maybe we should have just played the Windstorm Drake and like smack for 3, but like this is more fun, right? So they're gonna play a card, and then we're gonna tap it down, or they're gonna pass a turn, and we're gonna tap down their Impassioned Orator. Grasping Thrall. When this creature enters, deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. Okay, that is pretty good. They gain they gain more life too. All right, so yeah, that's a pretty solid creature. 5-mana 3/3 flyer, drain 2. All right, let's put the counter here. Trigger Shark to Crab. Tap down Grasping Thrall. Go to our turn. Play Windstorm Drake. Attack for 8. Do they block? Question mark. The Grasping Thrall is not untapping on their turn. Opponent's really in the tank about this one. I'm going to continue getting crystals. Nice. I got a crystal. I think that was it on this one. Is there anything else you could do? Yeah. I don't know. Just a lot of nostalgia. The red-white cycling deck. Oh man. The black-white humans deck. Blue-green mutate. I'm getting lost in the sauce here. I'm just waiting for opponent to decide if they want to block my Shark to Crab. Okay, they're not. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. They're probably going to gain a lot of life points. Wait. Oh, whenever the creature you control enters. Okay, that makes sense. So we have the Arrester's Admonition to help out a little bit. Like, if they play just some 5-mana thing, we could tempo them and then just smack them for 11, which is close to death. If we draw a land... Oh, we get to draw a card too. So seems likely we'll draw land, and then we can just play the Steeple Creeper, give it flying. The Windstorm Drake buffs it. Then it's 5, and we smack them, and then I'm just trying to elongate the time that I'm talking because my opponent is taking a long time with their decision making. Very exciting stuff. So Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to come back when they make a decision. Okay, they have played a 6-mana removal spell that destroys it and deals 2 damage to me. Sure. So we drew the land, which is good. I guess we can use this as a... I don't want to bounce this to the hand. All right, let's just smack them for 6. And then play the Steeple Creeper. And then I guess we're holding up the Arrester's Admonition at instant speed. So maybe we can like set up lethal here if they don't have another piece of removal. Or of course we could just wait and go to our turn, and that's all right. It's a little unfortunate we can't activate the Aeromunculus because it costs 4 to adapt, but I'm not too concerned. So yeah, best case scenario, well, if they play another big, what is this? Ill-Gotten Inheritance. At the beginning of your upkeep, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Wow, that seems really good for both the Orzhov and the Rakdos decks. 5 and a black, sack this enchantment, deals 4, and then you gain 4? Okay, that seems, was this card good? I don't remember. I think people talk about it. Bring to trial. Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. Well, see, that's sad. That's a little sad. However, we do win the game. We do win the game. Okay, so let's do this. And then we have enough to kill them with the Aeromunculus. So we do this, adapt, smack them for Exactsies. All right, pretty convincing win. See you in the next game. All right, we're playing against Turnip Head, and we're on the draw, but the hand looks pretty good, so we will keep. We have a 1-drop, quote-unquote 2-drop with its ability, and then we can play one of many 3-drops in our hand and go from there. Easy. All right, another Impassioned Order. Azorius? Yep. So now we can just go ahead and pass. We can turn this into a 2-2 and then draw and discard, which is good because we have a lot of lands. I don't think I want to block. There's probably some combat trick I'm not thinking of. Or actually, there was like a -4, -0 draw card. All right, let's go ahead and activate the ability. They pass the turn. So, okay. Let's discard an island, I guess. Go to return. Stony Strength. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go to combat. Attack for 2. And then we'll play out one of the Aeromunculuses. This could eat a quench or something, perhaps. No? No quench. Maybe some piece of interaction. What's this? Can't attack or block. Can't activate abilities. Very Azorius of them. Senate Griffin. When it enters, scry 1, and it's a 3-2 with flying. All right. Solid. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's play this. Go to combat. We'll attack for 2. All right. Let's play out the other Aeromunculus. So it effectively can block the Senate Griffin. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see if this works. I know technically we can... Oh, they're going to blink first. Nice. So flash, enchant creature. It gets +1/+2 and Vigi. And then if you cast it during your main phase, it gains lifelink. So becomes a 4/4. Then in that case, we cannot save our Aeromunculus, so that's fine. Oh, it sticks around too, which is kind of annoying. I think I will put this on the Biomancer, though, which will also give me another trigger of the Biomancer ability, which I like. So we will draw. Ooh, nice. Discard an island. Go to our turn. Cool. Play this land. Go to combats. Attack. I will not attack. Opponent has something. Tap target creature, draw a card. Sure. Okay. We'll play out the Steeple Creeper. So now the Senate Griffin Oh, it just has Vigi too. It's kind of annoying. Chillbringer. Oh, it's a flyer. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, this card's better than I thought. That was just a 5-mana 3/3. Oh, we're getting smacked. All right. Oh, Hydrocrisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it probably just makes the most sense to play out a 4/4 Hydrocrisis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Not bad. 6-mana 4/4 flying trample that draws you 2 and gains you 2. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't let. Oh, well, okay. Ooh, I can just bounce it to my hand, actually. Although we're at 5, so that might not be a good idea. Okay, Code of Constraint. So. What do we want to do here? Tap that creature. So. What do I want to bounce to hand? Probably the Hydroid Crisis, just because I can make it bigger. So yeah, let's go Arrester's Admonition on the Hydroid Crisis. Draw a card. And then I guess we could Code of Constraint immediately because it won't untap. Yeah, let's just do that. I get to draw another card too. Okay. Now we could. One removal kills us, so I think I'm not going to risk that. I really just want to play out a big Hydroid Crisis to try to stabilize here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so we could play as a 6/6. I mean, they could have a counterspell, but we didn't come here to not play a 6/6 Hydroid Crisis. Gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And then die to a counterspell. Okay. Well, they could have another removal. Angel of Grace. What the hell is this? Angel of Grace. Flash flyer. When it enters until end of turn. Okay. And exile this card from you. So it's a 5/4 flyer. So we just lose, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's basically just a flash 5/4 flyer. This card's pretty good. All right. Well, double Hydroid Crisis wasn't enough, but that's okay. Moving on to the next game. All right. We are on the play against Black Sun Rhino 13, the Mighty. And hand looks fine, so we'll go ahead and keep. So, this is the first time we've seen the applied Biomancy in my hand. I think it would have been good in a lot of those situations we were losing. Okay, a fellow Simic deck. No, I will not say hello. No, I'll say hello. Hello. Let's go and play Incubation Druid. Next turn, we get to play one of our 3 drops. Hopefully we draw a land. All right, so they're going to set up for fixing. Oh, this is not good. Let's just play a Steeple Creeper, I think. Next turn, we get to go Titanic Brawl, perhaps? Gateway Sneak. I don't like that. I do like Island. All right, so we can attack. What does this do? Whenever Game Control enters, can't be blocked. This is an instant, so we can always wait. We could also just play out an Aeromonculus. Let's just attack for 4. I think it makes a little bit more sense to hold up our interaction. Because maybe. Or we can wait and see. Okay, that's not a gate, so this thing cannot currently get through. You know what? I'm going to block. This is going to be pretty nice. Maybe. Got removal. Got some kind of fight spell that I get to blow out with my tricks. Don't do it. Don't do it, opponent. Frenzied Airynx. Sure. Let's see. Okay. Sure. You can make that a 4/4, so we can probably just bounce that to hand. I think I just bounce that to hand, so I choose one or both. So +1/+1 here, I guess. Bounce this to the hand. And then fight. Nice. Okay. Solid turn. Biomancer's Familiar seems pretty good. We can't currently activate the Druid, but, we can do other things. Next turn, we can activate the Druid. So now if they want to play out their Frenzied Erranks again, maybe get in for a few points, that's okay. They also have a lot of cards in hand, which is slightly worrisome. But at the same time, Teysa Karlov. So this is when things die, right? It's just a 2/4. It's kind of lame. Sure. Whatever. Okay, go to my turn. Benthic Biomancer. So we can activate this for 3 mana. That seems good. 3 mana. Let's attack for 4. See if they want to block. Don't do it. No, they can block. I don't really care. Block, they trade. I feel like that's... Oh, nice. Even better. They take 4. All right, let's activate... Actually, I can wait. Let's just play the Benthic Biomancer and then pass. Because I can activate this at instant speed as long as the Biomancer's Familiar is out. This card kind of rocks. Okay, they play a Guildgate. They play the Erranks. The Erranks is going to come down as a 4/4. I don't care. We'll activate the Incubation Druid. Okay, it is large and in charge. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 mana to play with. Can I kill them? Not quite, but almost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's... I think we just go... Well, I guess I could start with this. It only costs 1 mana. It's so broken. Okay, do that. Draw and discard. I guess I'll discard an island. Then we'll play out the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could just give it flying, but it probably makes more sense to play a Trollbred Guardian. So let's attack. Nope, not with that. Attack with this. They're going to block for sure. Okay. And then we'll play out Trollbred Guardian. Now we can just pass and then end of turn activate the Familiar and then Benthic Biomancer again. Okay, this can block 2 creatures each combat, but like I don't think that really matters. All right, so we do this, target here, and then we activate, and then it will get a counter. And I will draw and discard. I will discard that. Combat, pretty sure we just like attack with everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, this costs only 1 minute. Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait, we could activate this like twice, and then it becomes a... Yeah, they're just super dead. All right. There's some tricky stuff there with the Biomancer's Familiar, but that card kind of rocks. All right, on to the next game. All right, we're playing against Seagull the Mighty. And our hand's a tad slow, but it has good ways to catch up, so I think we keep, because this will gain us life. This could really... Oh, Hydrocrasis. The hand we got a lot better. So next turn, we can't do anything, but maybe we draw 2-drop. Nope, that's okay. Opponent also did not do anything, so that is good. We see Gatebreaker Ram. Okay, we'll play out the Brush Strider. All right, opponent's going to go ahead and just kill it. All right, this Gatebreaker Ram is currently only a 2/2, which is not that scary. All right, let's go ahead and play out the Sharkta Crab. And then I think... Yeah, opponent is... This deck doesn't seem... Okay, there's silver. Another Gatebreaker Ram. It's just a 2/2. It's just a 2/2. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's just go ahead and... honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and play another Trollbred Guardian and no attacks. We're in a pretty good... Oh, they played a gate. They played a gate. Okay, hold on. These are 3/3s now. Okay, Galloping Lizrog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could start with... Let's see. We can make this 5/5. Actually, We can make this a 7/7, 7/7, and then like get in for points. Or we could just play a Hydra Krasis. That seems better. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We do this. We draw 2 cards. All right. Next turn we can start attacking. I could see the vision with the Gatebreaker Ants for sure. I mean, they play one more gate and this thing's crazy. What does this do? Sunder Shaman. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. All right. So it's like anti-menace. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy an artifact or enchantment that player controls. All right. Solid. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we go here, return this to hand, and then do this, tap down this, and then it's their like dealer's choice on what they want to double block. And I think either way it's fine. Sure. We're okay with this. Next turn we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could, I mean, we could probably just play like 3-drop, 5-drop. Yeah, they're just playing that again. That's reasonable. Oh, fight spell? Ooh, okay. Goodbye, Krasis. Goodbye, Krasis. Ooh, Biomancer's familiar. Whoa. Hold on. Wait, that's awesome. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go Biomancer's familiar. Go to combat. Attack for 5. We only have to pay 1 mana to activate this. So awesome. And then I actually... actually, let's do this. Galloping Lizrog. And then we'll just remove both counters from this. And then it becomes a 7/7 Trampler. Great follow-up for sure. And then you got something? You have 1 card. 1 card. 1 card in the hand. We have Regenesis, 5 mana, return up to 2 target permanent cards from grave to hand. I think they're dead. All right, let's just not mess around. We do this, and we don't even have to do anything. We'll make this a thing. Yeah, it's over. And then go to the combats, attack. Yeah. All right. Well, that was pretty convincing. All right. I think we are on to the final game for the trophy match. See you for that. All right, we are on the draw against Inedible Omelet, and we are currently 6-2. So you know what that means. It's the trophy game. Hand looks pretty good, so we'll keep. And yep, we'll just go and start with an island, and then next turn we'll go land, probably just Growth Spiral, try to draw more cards, put more lands into play. Again, it looks like they're Orzhov. Ooh, Simic. Oh, perfect. That is excellent, because now we can go Growth Spiral, put the tap land into play, like for free, pretty much. And then on the next turn, we can play the Sharkdo Crab. Okay, they have played a Imperious Oligarch, so it's 2/2 with Afterlife 1, which means when it dies, they make a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token. So we will go Growth Spiral, draw another Growth Spiral, and we'll Simic Guildgate. Okay, now I could try to Growth Spiral into a land and play Aeromunculus, but I think it makes a little bit more sense to go... Well, we could go Biomancer's Familiar plus Growth Spiral, but I think it makes a little bit more sense to just get the Sharkdo Crab down. If we drew another land there, I would have just gone Growth Spiral into Aeromunculus, I think. This is setting up the Sharkdo Crab to get eaten by a removal spell, but then that would probably just... It holds down the fort, so they have to interact with it, or they just pass, which is good for me. Or they deal with it, but then we have decent-ish follow-ups, so I'm not feeling too bad. Final payment. As an additional cost to do this, pay 5 life or sack a creature or enchantment. Destroy a creature. All right. Okay, that's a little rough. Let's try to draw a land here. Nice, perfect. So we'll do that, and then play out the Aeromunculus because it is providing a solid body for my opponent's board. Okay, we each have 4 cards in hand, so, I don't know, pretty even-ish game so far. All right, 4 mana, 2/3, Flying Afterlife 1. Solid. Okay. The Galloping Lizrog seems kind of bad here. I think we just tempo them a little bit and also try to draw more lands. So we can return this to hand, draw, and then we could play a land, and then play the Biomancer's Familiar. And then I don't think I attack right now, because the Aeromonculus is still holding back the board. They're at a healthy 23. I'm at a slightly less healthy 16. So we're not currently like winning the race. So I would rather wait. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana on our turn. So we could go Skatewing Spy plus activate the Aeromonculus with, of course, the cost reduction from the Biomancer's Familiar. This is going to be Grotesque Demise, exiling the creature. All right. At this point, I think I do just want to go ahead and block here, unfortunately. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we're going to play the Windstorm Drake. It's a little sad, but at least it's a 3/3 flyer, which does line up well against what my opponent has going on so far. Oh man, they played a better 3/3 flyer, one that drains. Ooh, Simic Ascendancy. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So yeah, we do that, and then now we kind of just hold up. We could take 1 turn off. This is gonna come down. I guess that's okay. Yeah, let's play the Spy just to add to the board a little bit more, not go all in. We probably are going to take 3 damage this turn, but we're just setting ourselves up for a much better Simic Ascendancy. We could maybe even set up to like win the game with Simic Ascendancy, because the Lizrog puts a ton of stuff on the table. What's this? Whenever this creature, wait, hold on, what? Whenever this creature becomes blocked, each creature blocking it gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That seems pretty good. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can activate this twice. So I think we're just going to go ahead and it's actually going to be pretty good here. Let's do this now. So wait, what? 2, 3. Oh, creature with a flying gets +1/+0. I forgot about that. All right, so now we have decent board presence, and we can just pass the turn. So opponent does not currently have good attacks, and we're holding up our trick. So we can hold up our trick, and then if they pass the turn, we can just Simic Ascendancy. So this always gives us something to do with our mana, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, like assuming that happens, a land is a good draw. Spawn of Mayhem. Oh no. At the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to each player. Then, if you have 10 or less life, put a counter on it. So it's a flying trample. That's rough, and I don't like it. But we can build a board. We just build a board very high, and I think we're gonna just go with that. So let's go ahead and put the counter here on the Windstorm Drake. Ooh, Stony Strength. That's gonna be nice. Okay. So, do I want to play the Lizrog? I kind of do, because I can start to like threaten them, because let's see. I can take the counters off of these 4, 5, but then we're not left with man, this is hard. So, I could put 4 counters on this. It becomes a 7/7. I think I don't need to do that. I think I can just pass. They're going to deal a couple points of damage to each of us. They're turning on their Spectacle, of course. This card will kill me in 9 turns if left unchecked. Thankfully, we do have the Applied Biomancy to help us out a little bit. Hopefully, opponent does not have removal spells. Opponent does not have good attacks here either. So we can just keep Simic Ascendancying, and then eventually we could get the Galloping Lizrog combo and get like a ton of counters. All right, sweet. Let's just go ahead and keep putting counters on our boys. And then do this. Okay. And then go to our turn. We're just holding back. Eventually we have to like actually kill them. Well, we can play the Skatewing Spy, or the second Skatewing Spy. and we're just holding down the fort. We are holding down the fort. In case of this is really weird. This is such a weird game. So, in case of emergency, we have the applied biomancy. Whoa, that was a big attack. Okay, so it's okay. Let's just do our blocks. Let's do our appropriate blocking. What does this do? It gives -1/-1? Oh, that's kind of lame. All right, go to blocks, block here, and block here. Now they just concede the game? They concede the game. They're like, oh my god, the opponent found the line. Like, what line? I'm at 8. What is happening? Did they just not have an answer? All right, I'm going to count that as a Simic Ascendancy win. All right, and that's the trophy. Awesome. Yeah, this deck was awesome. This deck was super sweet. I mean, it seemed a little... we got a little lucky during the draft. Like, let's review the deck. So, Pack 1, Pick 1, Hydrocrisis, of course, extremely strong. And I believe we followed that up just with the Shark to Crab. And it's like, oh, okay, we're just drafting on rails a little bit. And that's a thing with these guild sets, right? You kind of... a lot of times you just end up drafting on rails. Like, sometimes you can find cool alternative decks or whatever that don't really line up. But that's kind of rare. Oftentimes you just end up, okay, I'm blue-green. Well, I'm blue-green the entire way. I'm getting all these blue-green payoffs. So I'm just happy that the first game we were able to win with the Simic Ascendancy combo. That's like, that plus the Galloping Lizrog worked very nicely because this puts a ton of counters on itself. Other than that, we just had like solid creatures. The Stony Strength, probably just as a 1-of, maybe a 2-of would have been okay. Just to have another cheeky way to trigger like your Shark to Crab or your Biomancer or turn on your Incubation Druid. We had the Incubation Druid as another rare. The Benthic Biomancer, those were good too. The double Growth Spiral was very nice. Biomancer's Familiar, this card was super sick. I really liked it. Trollbred Guardian, just as like a solid card. 5-mana 5/5, but then you turn it into a 7/7 Trampler. That's honestly like not a bad card just by itself. But of course, with the other synergies, with the Biomancer's Familiar, make it 1 mana, pretty crazy. Skatewing Spy, turn all your things into big flying threats. I liked the Air Arrester's Admonition, kind of reminds me of, Tolarian Geyser, and the Coda Constraint, which does not remind me of Tolarian Geyser, but it was also a pretty sick card. So, yeah, overall, the deck was pretty solid, and we did, in fact, get the trophy. So, that was... I think I have drafted RNA before, but it was such a long time ago. I really don't remember much. So, I'm glad we were able to go in and do good things and get the trophy. All right, thank you for watching.